My name is Aline Godfroid, and I'm an associate professor in the Applied Linguistics program at Michigan State University, which is home to a PhD program in second language studies and an MA program in TESOL. I'm also the secretary of the European Second Language Association. And as of July 1st, 2022, I'll be the new journal editor for language learning. I'm a second language acquisition researcher, and I was trained as a psycholinguist. So that means that I study the cognitive processes and mechanisms, as well as just the general language learning architecture in language learners' minds. I also specialize in the teaching and learning of vocabulary, and I've used quite a bit of eye movement registration or eye tracking in my research. I did my PhD at the Vrije Universiteit Brussel, University of Brussels in Belgium. And I was lucky to do this under the supervision of Dr. Alex Housen and Dr. Frank Boers, who taught me a lot about vocabulary learning and teaching, as well as psycholinguistic research and eye tracking. And then in late 2010, I moved across the Atlantic Ocean to the United States, where I started a tenure track position at Michigan State University in the second language studies and TESOL programs, and I've done my whole career here so far. So what I'm most excited about is to be working with a large variety and diversity of authors, working across different fields and subfields of language learning research, and really helping them publish their best work, publish amazing research that is going to help our field forward, and in so doing help develop the intellectual course of the discipline. Really looking forward to that. I will not be doing this alone. I'm consider myself quite lucky and fortunate that I'll be working with an amazing team of associate editors, editorial assistants, as well as help from our publisher, Wiley. And then also during the first year with my co-editor, Dr. Pavel Trofimovich, who has kindly agreed to help with day-to-day operations of the journal as a maternity accommodation request that language learning supports in the careers of academic parents. Language learning has historically been a leader in open science, open research in applied linguistics, thanks to a number of initiatives that were taken and launched by previous journal editors. So language learning has supported open science badges that promote the sharing of data and materials, the pre-registration of your study. And it also has a very narrow collaboration with the IRIS database, as well as the OASIS summaries, which are other open science initiatives. And I think all of these are really wonderful. And I plan as an editor to continue to support these wholeheartedly during my tenure as an editor. Another thing that I'm excited about is to broaden the base of researchers and language learning contexts that get represented in the journal, sort of bringing into focus some traditionally underrepresented groups and contexts within language learning research. And then lastly, language learning is known for its rigorous and high quality research. And so I think that as part of the vision, part of the vision is certainly to keep publishing the best work in language learning that has a broad appeal to researchers across different fields and subfields. That's a good question. I I think that a great place to start is to visit the language learning website and just have a look at our author guidelines and submission requirements. There's a wealth of information there. And in particular also about the different types of research, article types that language learning welcomes. So these come with somewhat different length requirements and somewhat different foci and objectives. And so we have, in addition to empirical studies, we have different types of review articles: methodological, conceptual, systematic. We have registered reports, and we also have a new article type, method showcase articles that may be of interest to many viewers. Now, when you're thinking about, okay, is this study right for language learning? Would my work fit in the journal? There's a couple of things that one can consider. A great way to get to know the journal is to read the journal, have a look at some of the things that get published there. And when you do, you will notice that a lot of the articles have a clear focus on the learning of languages. So the progression, the change in linguistic development, potentially over time. And so we warmly welcome those types of submissions. Typically, our in-house review process is quite fast and efficient. And when you submit something to us, you will hear back typically within a week. And this is because we want to ensure a positive author experience. I love to travel. It's something that I really enjoy doing. And we also in Michigan spend a lot of time being outdoors. And then I guess more recently, I've been watching closely the bilingual language development in my toddler, which is a whole different way of engaging with language learning than I would be doing as a part of my editorial activities. Thank you for watching the video. For more information, please visit the language learning website, which you can find in the video description below this video. On behalf of the entire language learning team, we look forward to working with you and reading your submissions.